Yep.
Yeah.
Big day,
Boss
bro.
man. Yes, sir. We back.
We back. Landlord.
What's happening?
Is Dallas in the soft tank?
I believe so.
You think so for real?
Yeah, I do. I kind of do. It might not be by their plans, but I think that's what ended up happening. Because through the injuries, I think it was almost forced. You know what I'm saying?
I have to think so too a little bit. Because how do you say that we trying to win all the games, but then you say you putting DeMarcus Lawrence on the shelf? How does that jive?
It don't. Unless, you know, they don't feel too fond of Mr. Tank. Or they don't think it's worth the risk. You know? So that's left to be, you know what I'm saying?
But he under contract, right?
Yeah, for the rest of this year, right?
So wouldn't that benefit them?
Yeah, I'm sure he got some incentives on his with him being so up in age. They might got some incentives on Tank.
Right.
And you know they don't like paying incentives. If they can get around that, they'll hold you back. You know that much.
So this make me question Diggs and Zach Martin. Make me question, are these players that could have played through and they really putting them away for 2025?
I thought that same thing. But for me to, I don't know, maybe it wasn't in their intentions, because I'm looking at Cooks. I'm like, why bring Cooks back? I ain't really get that. And it's almost to the point, it's like, why we playing CD? You see what I'm saying? Why we playing
Especially
CD?
the way we use the
Micah?
CD.
Exactly. CD is obviously in pain. He's not 100%. He's hurt. I mean, are we going to risk 2025 CD Lamb for that 1%? Because I think that's foolish.
Yeah.
Me personally.
You running the ball with CD? It's crazy.
You just still using CD like we got Super Bowl hopes.
For real.
I'm just saying. Like, is that 1% chance that we have to make the playoffs worth
running him into the ground?
Up
yeah.
CD for 2025. That's what you have to ask yourself. And I think it is
bad management.
No. No, it's not worth that risk. It's definitely not worth that risk.
Bad
CeeDee Lamb
management.
is too pivotal for this football team to be playing around with his health like that. And like we said, at the time they brought Micah back, it made sense. We still had a little more chance. You know what I'm saying? A little more of a shot to make it. But after we lost that Bengals game, it really got real, you know, doom and gloom type over here. So
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, now you trying to bring Diggs back, and then he got hurt again, and they just shut him down because they had talks about bringing him back. Then they had talks about bringing Tank back, and they shut both of them down. Then it made me think why they brought Bland back. So it's like, it didn't seem like they had their mind set up yet. Their mind wasn't made about how they wanted to approach this. So that's why I think soft tank is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I think soft tank is perfect. Because it's just not consistent. It's just easy to see. You know, you talking good game in the public about, hey, every one of these games are important, you know. But then when it come down to it, you know, you putting balls on the shelf. That's on contract. That's paid.
Yeah.
That's free agents next year. So if you go play them, you need to play them. Now, is that good news or bad news?
For Tank or for us?
For us and with Tank's future. Is that good news or bad news?
I mean, we got to try to see. It depends on how high or low you were for Tank and his impact, what he could have brought to this team. Because, Tank is up in age, he's long in the tooth, especially in football years. So, I don't know how impactful he would have been. He always find a way to be impactful, even though we doubt him. And then he just come do some clutch stuff at the end of the game some kind of way. But I don't know, man. I think this could be indeed his last hurrah, especially in Dallas. I feel like, he's a little too up in age and he's injured again. It's going to be like, to be honest, it'll be right up Steven Jones' alley to probably bring him back for cheap. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
I don't know how dedicated Tank might be.
See, yeah, that's why I'm trying to talk this through. Because why would you put him on the shelf when he could have helped you this year, right? Unless you really think he might come back next year.
That kind of threw a loop.
Because he can't help you next year.
Nobody
so why put him on the shelf? Like, why?
Yeah.
So, and could that be signaling Tank like, I'm not going to go out there for this team. This team got a 1% chance. It's over. Did he say, nah, I'm done?
That's interesting.
You see what I'm saying? Because it doesn't make sense for the Cowboys to put him on the shelf. Like, how is that logical? It's almost like he's saying, I'm not going to waste my tread on this squad.
And he might not want to just go out like the way we finna see him go out. And I hope he don't go out with an injury like this either, though. It would have been great to see Tank go out with a decent season or at least some good memories of this year, being in a competitive type scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, especially how long he been a Cowboy, he been a pretty great Cowboy, actually. Like,
fantastic.
I wouldn't say he's legendary, you know what I'm saying? But I think Tank has panned out a pretty good career as a Dallas Cowboy, man. So, it would have been a great way to see him ride off into the sunset, playing good football, being on a competitive team with another chance to try to chase that 6th title, man. So it'll be unfortunate if that's the last we see of him.
Yeah, it's just weird. Something is weird. It has to be soft Tank. Has to be. So you got my antennas up with that.
Yeah. Theory, because
it's
that
weird.
Could be something that Tank say, hey man,
yeah,
you bringing me back next year, and they might be like, hey, well, yeah, we probably could. Well, yeah, let me go and sit this year then, because it don't make no sense for me to mess around and have a potential big time injury that'll screw me over for next year.
Yeah.
And that's the same with Diggs. And but it still throw you right back into the foolishness when you think about how they use a CD though.
Yeah.
This team is confusing. Like you said, it should be a clear cut, like it should be easy to diagnose what this team goals is.
Right.
And it's not.
It's not.
That's a questionable, and when it comes to leadership right now.
Because this is crazy.
Like, how do we not know where you're going?
Right.
What you doing?
How you gonna say we not gonna play Trey Lance because we trying to win games, but we're putting Tank on the ship? Man, say, bro. Like, wait, brother. Wait.
Oh, hell no.
That's a contradiction, brother.
Mm.
Is that not a contradiction?
Facts.
So it's weird.
And then, like I see, shout out to Miss Regina Green in the building. She had a good comment. She says, y'all need to ask Micah. Micah sounds totally different from what we talking about, though.
What you mean?
Micah seems like he trying to win. Like, it's all about winning for Micah. Micah ain't gave up yet.
Yeah.
He still ain't gave up. And he been playing his tail off, too, to be honest. He been playing like he ain't gave up. So, this is the most confusing football team ever. Like, it makes no sense. I don't know what to think. Like, at first I thought we was going all in on the tank. Then next thing you know, we going all in on trying to beat the Bengals. Like, we going all in on them. And then we come right back and still not giving up. We go and smack the Panthers. So, like, what's going on with this football team?
Man.
I don't know. It's supposed to be clear in what direction we going in. And I'm telling you, that points right to the leadership of this football team.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought up Micah. The first thing I'm saying about Micah is I'm one of them people. I don't care about leadership with him. I don't. I care about how he play. I care about the defense when he on the field. You know, I haven't verified this myself, but I heard it on the fan today that since Micah Parsons been back, the Dallas Cowboys lead the league in sacks.
Yeah.
And I know enough to understand that he has a lot to do with that. The doubles that he's commanding, the way that they moving him around, right? He's causing a lot of one-on-ones. And Zimmer talked about that they was going to use him a lot as a decoy. So it's the impact of Micah is not just what he does individually.
I got the stat for you. That's what I was doing.
Okay, what you got?
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
He got 22 sacks since Micah came back.
Ooh.
Since his return in week 10, that's first in the NFL.
Woo.
131 pressures, that's first in the NFL. And 54% pass rush win rate, that's second in the NFL. So, you know, his impact is unquestionable right now.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty tremendous.
And you know
I give Micah a hard time.
Right, you do.
That's pretty gangster right there.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta tip your hat to a player making that kind of noise.
And you gotta understand
that came back.
Zimmer defense too. If you don't understand that Zimmer also uses him to open up other people, you won't understand the benefit of Micah. One of the first things Zimmer said was the first thing Zimmer noticed is how every team keys in on him. So he causes a lot of confusion with just Micah.
Yeah.
He's a chaos agent.
Facts.
So I'm going to just say this, bro. I don't care nothing about no leadership. I don't care nothing about him selfish. I don't give a damn. I'm talking about at all.
It's the play. So, but
it's the defense and how they playing together. That's all I care about.
I agree with you. If he playing at this level, I don't care about it either. But you know, it's about that play though.
That's it.
Because I'm telling you, if the play start,
then it's a problem. Oh yeah, it's a problem.
You looking back like, hold on,
kid, folks.
Yeah,
so with the podcast, dog.
You know,
hey, but right now I'm podcast. I ain't got no problem.
No problem whatsoever. that's the way it works.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like soon as you have a problem in your life and you ask somebody for help, they're gonna start evaluating your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? you be like, I need help on my power bill this month. They're gonna be like, well, you was in the club last night.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
They're gonna start
Facts.
pointing at your life and your incorrect behavior. They gonna start criticizing you. So listen, that's just human nature.
Yeah.
It's not to pick on Micah Parsons. It's not to pick on him. But that's just what we gonna do naturally. If he come out here and be underwhelming, we're gonna be like, man, Micah need to get off the podcast, bro. Like that's the first time. We're gonna be like, Micah need to chill out with the podcast, quit talking about everybody else, and get to practice. Practice more. That's what we're gonna say. It's just human nature.
I'm finna get messy now, bro.
Go ahead.
We gotta talk about him, bro. We gotta talk about him.
I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really.
Sir.
All right. We gotta ask this question, bro. To this chat.
Shoot.
This is a good chat. And see, I know you gonna keep it real. That's why we gotta talk about him. Sugar Daddy said this all without D-Law.
True.
So if you leading the league in sacks, minus Tank, is Tank him?
So you asking is
I'm asking you.
Tank that good?
Is Tank him? If we doing what we currently doing since Micah been back, is Tank him?
I mean, I thought it was unanimous that Tank is not the pass rusher he used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why we went and drafted a clone of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Nealon.
Right.
He is a younger version of a Tank. You know what I'm saying? Before Tank got the skill set. Tank is a technician to me.
Yes.
He never was a pure pass rusher to me.
Yes.
He is a technician. He is somebody who is so skilled that he's gonna beat you.
Right.
Like, it's not nothing about his first step. It's nothing about his spin move or none of that stuff. It's just he knows how to beat you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you put your hand in one wrong way, he got you.
He
like,
has. I have to
remember.
say, Tank has beautiful pass rush moves.
Oh, his moves is top tier.
It make it like it's nobody that make defensive end look so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, that boy hit you with that.
I don't know if people remember when I was at training camp. I had got some footage of D-Law working on his hand movement. He looked like he was doing karate for real.
Man, that
like,
dude.
He was nice with it, like doing everything. I said, man, this dude is he's a technician for sure.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you like this to tell you how I feel about his skill set. If you gave Micah Parsons that skill set, sir.
Oh my.
Oh my.
If Micah had the technician, if you can
download
the Matrix
Tank skill set, his technician, his moves and everything that he know into Micah Parsons right now, just upload it. Boom. He just got everything Tank ever had. Could you imagine Micah doing that Euro step? Could you imagine that?
And then adding that burst after it. You know what I mean?
That'd be crazy,
a burst to the quarterback after the Euro step. Shit. Hey,
that'd be crazy.
Wait. So I'm gonna answer the question, bro. I think you kind of dodged it.
Nah, I said no. I said I thought it was.
You said no.
That everybody know he win that pass rush.
Okay, you didn't answer it clear enough to me, so your answer was no.
Nah, I don't think him no more. Nah. I think this been for some years now. Maybe I'm late to the party. I don't know.
And see, I'm talking about him. I'm finna be worse than you though, bro. I'm finna be worse. You ready?
Go ahead.
You ain't gonna like this.
Go ahead.
He him, but he not him enough.
He ain't him enough then. Well, that means he's not him then.
Yeah.
It sounds
and this,
like
and see, I'm saying that to respect his talent.
He used to be him, bro.
This,
everybody.
This is what I mean by that. Let me explain, bro. Because he's still an asset. He's still an asset. But the issue is, are you a progress stopper now? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
are you him enough? Or will the future guys take over and do just as good under Zimmer? I'm going to ask you that.
I believe so. You know, I'm high on Slam Williams.
Yeah.
You almost forget about Slam because he didn't play a game, did he? Like one game?
Yeah.
Like he been hurt the entire year. So
yeah. ACL.
That's just crazy.
The only good thing is that it's early. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
He gonna be back.
So when you look at somebody like him, and then shout out to Chauncey Golston too. Chauncey Golston been hooping from what I seen. He been playing good ball.
Like
so
that.
he been balling out. So from what I see from him, you know, I was one of the people that said Chauncey need to be moved into a defensive end because that's what he was in college. That's what he should be here.
Yeah.
And I think you seen the best version of Chauncey. This was before the season started. You know what I'm saying? I said he need to be at defensive end.
Yeah.
And I think you done seen some flashes of him being a decent player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he had the Byron Jones syndrome, like we said. They had him at the wrong position. Now he playing better football.
Right.
Sometimes stop trying to be so innovative and creative. Just put the person where he supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? And everything might work out. If not, if he don't work out in the position that he's supposed to play, that's a prime indication for you to be like, okay, he just don't got it.
Right.
Or it's gonna take him time to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It won't be a question.
My final question is Tank coming back?
Well, that is so hard. He shouldn't. I don't think, like, if I was the GM, I wouldn't bring Tank back. I think it's time to let it go. Like, and I love Tank. We respect everything Tank did for the Cowboys. But it just wouldn't make no sense. But I think it's going to become to a situation where it's not going to cost us no money. And Steven going to be like, why not? But like you said, is he going to stop progress? That's the question. Because they got too much respect for him to sit him down or tell him no.
You better not.
That's the thing.
If he come back, everybody else gotta.
They gotta wait.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. But if it was up to me, I'd say, let me holler at you, Tank.
I would say it depends on the price. Right? That's the number one thing. What he go cost? And edge rushers go always cost.
Yeah. See, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm one of the people that I would have had a way shorter leash on some of this stuff, man.
What you mean? What you mean?
We always wait too long. We should have moved on from Tank maybe about 2 years ago. And we could have traded and got something back for him. Maybe about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like, think about this. Let me make my case.
I think Zach Martin would have been better.
We said, listen, when you remember when Stargazer said Zach
Yeah,
Martin,
she got killed.
I was with her.
They put you and Stargazer head on. They chopped y'all head off for that.
Go ask Stargazer who had her back on that.
Yeah.
It was Landlord. I said, that's a great idea, actually. His stock is super high. How many years do he have in front of him? That's what you got to look for. Like, we got to be a little more cutthroat, y'all. This is for the longevity of the team. We got to stop.
So, hold on. Are you cut him regardless? Even if he you just don't want him to stop no progress.
Talking about D-Law?
Yeah.
I feel like right now, I think we have better players, you know what I'm saying, that probably deserve time.
You could be true.
That
could be true, bro.
Because think about it. You're not getting the pass rush from D-Law like that no more.
Do
you think, who's the better pass rusher right now? December 19th, 2024. Now, he's hurt, but I'm talking about skill set. Sam Williams or D-Law. Who gonna get to the quarterback faster? Who gonna hit somebody with a first step better? You know
Who
what
the
I'm saying?
better?
Like
Sam Williams is the better athlete, hands down.
D-Law the better player, but I'm talking about in the situation as a pass rusher. Like we see,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
The reason I say this is because Tank got all the skill set and he's still not getting to the quarterback.
But could it be because Micah beating him now?
Listen though.
So for like for instance, what if we would have saw him without Micah when Micah had the hiker sprain? You know what I mean? Cause see, I think Micah was taking some of Tank's sacks. You know what I mean?
I believe that could be true, but I want you to think about this. Sam ain't even no technician, and he was getting there too. Sam a baby, but when he making impact, he was getting to the quarterback.
I had a feeling Sam was gonna go crazy this year, bro.
I did too. I was almost certain of it.
Me too.
I just knew,
cause he looked good in training camp, bro. His body looked different, bro. He looked.
I knew he was.
And he already a freak, bro. He came in there rocked up, bro. Like, see, this was baby Sam. He didn't look like this. Like before he hurt that knee. See, you can see that baby fat on his face. Sam looked like he was in a gym. You know what I mean? So if I was just shooting the dice and I had to pick one, I would pick Sam.
Yeah. And that's no slight to D-Law. We know what D-Law represents, but I'm just saying, like,
it's just a game.
I think it's that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Father Time is undefeated. You got some young wolves ready to go hunt, and you might need to let them boys loose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's just how the game works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if D-Law want to just be somebody with spot work, I don't see D-Law doing that. Not the D-Law that I know. D-Law, she gonna be like, what? You want me to be a rotational player?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like in Dallas?
Yeah.
That don't sound like D-Law. He might do it for somebody else, but what D-Law represents to the Cowboys, I don't think he could take a back seat like that.
I ain't gonna lie though, bro. I would have loved to see Tank with Zimmer, bro. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wee.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm talking about. I would have loved to see Tank with Zimmer, bro. I think Zim and Tank was a marriage, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about Tank with me is, like, of course, he ain't been consistently getting to the quarterback like that, but he show up in the clutch, though. So I can't really just knock him out. Like, I ain't just saying he's useless, because Tank showed up when a lot of people didn't show up. Like, when we needed a play, a lot of times Tank made that play.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying just, he's useless and just sweep him out of the building, but at the same time, I think it is a time where it's just a change of the guards. Like, you just got to pass the torch, and I think this might be the best time, if not ever. Like, if not now, when?
Yeah, and if you put him on the shelf now, that's almost telling you either he coming back at a discount and you saving them for 2025, which still don't make sense.
Yeah.
Or he was probably reading or writing on the wall. It was like, I ain't coming back because y'all got all this depth. You know what I mean? And I'm going to save myself for the next team. You know what I mean? And then they have that hard talk, but then they clean it up in the public. We're putting them on the shelf.
Let me ask you this. What about Carl Lawson?
That too.
Him or Tank right now?
Oh, Tank. Shit.
You think so?
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
With ease.
I like what I see.
I do. But see, think about it. That's what I'm saying, landlord. You looking at a restored, failed Carl Lawson, but under Zimmer coaching. What about a leader, killer, effort guy under Zimmer?
See,
we never saw Zimmer and Tank.
Like that. Yeah. Because I'm looking at just Lawson from what I seen from him.
Right, and then check this out. Imagine, because remember, Zimmer was saying that he go use Micah Parsons as a decoy. He said that in the offseason. You remember that?
Yeah.
So I think Zimmer is more creative at creating these opportunities and using Micah to create them. You know what I'm saying? That's why since he's been back, the team leads the league in sacks. It ain't just Micah. You know what I mean? And see, that's where them pressures is important. Because a lot of times they running away from Micah and they running in the sacks. Like it all play together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's hard, bro. This is a hard one. This is where Jerry and Steven, this is where you got to make big $1 million big decisions, bro.
So what would you do? What would you do?
I would try to keep him, but it got to be but if it's go anyway hurt my chances of keeping Micah budget-wise, I move on to the future. If it hurt my chances of signing Sam Williams, I move on to the future.
Yeah, I just don't see. I know Steve, and that's the only reason I feel like it's a possibility, bro. If we win cheap, I don't even think it'll be a possibility right now. Because you just got to move on after a while, bro. You just do. It just makes sense. We moved on from Tyron.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tyron wasn't playing that bad like he played with the Jets with us. He went bad. He was an all-pro. We still moved on from him.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, what make Tank, you know what I'm saying? What make him
Only what he could be under Zimmer. But other than that, I'm more so with you, bro.
Field. Yeah.
I'm more so with you. Like, I will feel comfortable moving on, but I would also kind of be like, did we F up? Like, for real? Look, that would be in the back of my mind. For real.
I was cool with moving on from him just with Sam.
Right.
But now that you got Sam and Nealon,
right.
You see what I'm saying? You got Sam and Nealon
Right. Yeah.
I'm cool.
You could, because you easily could be progress stopping. Easily. Yeah. And you do got to give these guys room to cook. And they only can cook with playing time, bro. That's real talk. Yeah. Sometimes you got to believe. You got to believe in the traits of the guys that you drafted and give them the reps. And you got to move on. It's just what it is.
If this was college, that boy Sam probably be hitting the portal. You seen what he said?
What'd he say?
Early in the year, he was like, he had a dog in a cage and said, "Free me." If this was college, he'd be in the portal.
No, Zimmer said he was finna give him 70% of the reps. This was finna be.
Well, what's that last year?
No, that was this year.
Okay. He had a dog.
It was last year. It was last year. You right.
Okay. It was a dog in a cage. He posted a dog in a cage and said, "Free me." Straight up. So that says a lot to me. Like, he's not happy with the snaps he was getting already. So this was his year, though, man.
This was his year.
Frustrating, bro.
I gotta say one more thing about Sam Williams, bro, that a lot of us sleeping on. I mean this, bro, what I'm getting ready to say. If it wasn't for the super freakiness of Micah Parsons, Sam Williams is probably the second most freakiest athlete on the team, bro.
Yeah. He is.
Like people got to understand what 250 4.4 speed is. It's only the fact that Micah was a 4.3 that he's more of a freak, that he's a super freak. You know what I'm saying? He's a genetic made specimen. But after him is Sam. He just at 4.4, and I think he 260. My bad. No, he ain't 260.
About it the most.
Hold on, let me look him up. Go ahead.
What I love about it the most is I feel like he got the attitude for it too.
Yeah.
He ain't one of these nice dudes, bro. He ain't one of these, I'm gonna help you up after the play type dude. That ain't him.
Man, people forget he ran a 4.4. He 260 landlord.
Man, that boy from Mobile. They ain't like that. He from Mobile, Alabama, bro. Those boys they ain't nice. He's not finna help you up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, buddy.
You got cornerback speed at 260. You a freak, bro. So
and look, that's how he got his name on a nasty play. I wouldn't say it's dirty, but it was a nasty play.
Yeah.
He slammed dude listen. everybody in Cowboy Nation was like,
Oh, Slam.
yeah,
Slam Williams.
We finna get a penalty. We like, oh. And he did it anyway. It's like, God damn, that Slam Williams.
Slam.
He got that reckless abandonment as a defensive end.
Yeah.
Of course, sometimes it be boneheaded. He kind of boneheaded.
Yeah.
But you kind of got to live with that with players of that ilk. Like Randy Gregory was the same dude. He was kind of the same dude. He had the natural ability.
He worse. Sam
he
worse.
Gonna have some boneheaded plays in there.
Yeah. On boneheaded, yeah. And then they put Sam at gunner.
They had the man at gunner, man. And he got hurt like that. That's just craziness. Man, hold on, man. I don't know. I've been on the hiatus, so I got to get this off. Bones need to get off of my team, bro.
Damn.
I'm sick of Bones Fossil, bro. He been a great coach for all this time, but man, he been screwing up. If you ask me, he been screwing up a lot. Now you just triggered me with thinking about having him at Gunner and he got hurt like that. For one, then you come up and doing fake punts and letting these boys just have freebies and just blitz the quarterback and the punter anytime they want to. Man, Fossil been messing up this year to me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I want him gone. I think he got too much leeway, too much respect, and that's not good in certain situations, man. Like, and you remember they said I was gonna blame Mike McCarthy because I said you shouldn't let him convince you, but I think they said he didn't even ask Mike. He just did it. Like that's a loose cannon on your team doing wild stuff. I don't like that.
And Jerry see like he don't like him either, bro. For real. Jerry,
I'm sick of
like,
it, man.
did you see after the Beakers game, Jerry made him break down the play.
Hey, what was they thinking? Like,
Jerry,
had to act like
Jerry made him break down the play on the spot, bro.
He want answers right now.
Now.
Hey, I need to know what you was thinking.
What was you thinking? What, man?
Look, think about all this stuff we had to unravel when we thought about this play.
Yeah.
Like, it came down, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it came down to they was like, well, it's a certain look that they had, so the players have the leeway to make the call to make the play. That's what they said. No, that's what they said with the other fake punt attempt. This time they said that the rusher had just had a clear lane and he took it.
Yeah,
I think so. So they tried to blame nobody for this one, but I think they probably trying to cover for Bones. Bones been screwing up all year, man. It just ain't been his year to me. I ain't gonna lie. It just ain't his year.
I keep him, but I keep a leash on. That's all.
He needs some tightening up.
Yeah, he just needs some. To me, he needs some straightening.
He really do. He's stepping over boundaries and everything, man.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get into your messy topic now. You can see you sent me this. This had nothing to do with me. You sent me this, bro.
Let's see what you're talking about.
This one. We'll change the music on this.
Oh yeah, I knew that was gonna get you going. You know, I gotta keep you on your toes, man. You know what I'm saying?
You started off there, bro. You started off. Is Rico really a number one? God, boy, you messy for that, boy.
How much faith do you have in Rico? I know this is high Rico season. Everybody's high on Rico, 10 Rico. But I just want you to know, I want to let y'all know the dangers in being so high on Rico. Like, Rico has been phenomenal so far. Can't take that away from him. I like what I seen from him. But y'all know, we are the Cowboys. This is the Joneses. You can't be too loud with the Rico praise. This is no offense to Rico, but this is all you gonna get. I'm telling you right now. Rico keep running like this, they're gonna be like, we got Rico Dowdle. That's what they're gonna say. And we gonna need another running back, and they're gonna be like, nah, we good. If you get them a cheap out, that's what they're gonna take.
Damn.
So I need to know, is y'all content, or how high are you on Rico being your number one? Not Rico being a good player. not you being bullish on Rico for him doing better than expected. How much faith do you have in Rico? Can he line up as your number one back going forward? That's what I want to know from the whole Cowboy Nation. I don't want to hear nothing, no Cinderella story stuff or better than. No, is he a number one back? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
If you're talking to me, I'd say we gotta wait and see. I think we gotta. We gotta finish the season. I think he making a case. But to be honest, if we was gonna ask this question, his mettle should have been tested earlier. Because see, I hate to bring his name up because it's a source of controversy. But Zeke, he been through 16 games multiple times and only missed 3 games. So you really just starting to get his attempts up to even test it, and we more than halfway past the season.
That's fair.
So it's like,
so it's only durability. That's your own. I want to know what your other aspects though, the other attributes in Rico. Let's just say a healthy Rico, because I want to know how you really feel about the player, not about his injury history.
I love the player.
You believe he can be represented as Dallas Cowboys number one back going forward?
Easily, to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I ain't forget last year how all of us was like, Rico got more burst than Pollard. We was all saying that, right? And that's Pollard. Now, we know Pollard was coming off that ankle. He wasn't himself, right?
He
wasn't himself. But at the same time, Pollard ain't no hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, even on that ankle, you had to respect Pollard. You know what I'm saying? So, in terms of juice, I've always seen juice in Rico. Always. Enough to be the lead guy. Yes. And I think and in my opinion, his run style fit Dallas. Cause he mostly burst. You know what I'm saying?
You know who he kind of reminds you of?
Who?
I think his run style kind of puts you in the mind of Murray a little bit. Murray was a little more of
straight
finna run you over.
Though. Yeah. But he gonna hit that hole.
He got that little, what you call that little scrappiness to his run style. He really do. He kind of put me in the mind of a Murray a little bit.
Yeah.
But what did we do to Murray? Shit. Murray went crazy here and we sent him packing.
See, no, I like his ability. I do. I don't trust yet his durability. I don't trust that. I don't think it's enough games. Even when we finish out the year, I would say, yeah, if you go try to make him one of your lead. And then I would also say this, don't make him the lead back. Make him just one of your lead backs. Why are we the only team that fight over who get the ball first? We the only team that do that shit. Like, if you go look at Detroit, if you go look at Tampa, they don't do their backs like that.
Yeah.
They feed all of them. They do.
That's fair. That's fair. Because I was finna surely come on another case. I was finna say, I like what Rico's doing.
Right.
But why don't the Cowboys have a greedy mindset, bro? Because most people, if they see the way this line is producing with Rico, like, why wouldn't you trump that and say, okay, is Rico looking this good? If we go get this dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can maximize this. I feel like this is a maximizing type situation. I feel like we should capitalize on the way our run game look right now. We should be like, man, just imagine if we put this guy over here. Because I feel like that's the mindset Philly had. Philly had 2 good backs.
Yeah.
They both went over.
They had a successful committee.
They went and got him.
The guy.
They went and got him.
Yeah, they went and got him. The him. Listen, the problem is, Landlord, it ain't too many hymns like Saquon, though. It's really only one.
Saquon a different beast. But I'm just saying, like, to maximize the ability. You see what I'm saying? They were smart enough to know that their O-line was dope. And we're not finna stay on these guys long because we hate their guts. But just from a football perspective.
And then also, Landlord, we really enough to keep it real about little brother talent. You know what I'm saying? We can say that Philly though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They are. They got a squad. It ain't nothing to me. It ain't nothing wrong with admitting. I said this. I said they should win the Super Bowl this year. They got all the tools. They healthy. They D playing good.
I ain't going that far. I think they're a good team. I think they're a great running team.
I think too many people praising Detroit and they banged up. Philly is not banged up
right now. Yeah, I just don't see them winning the Super Bowl. I don't see that.
They'll struggle with whoever represents the AFC, but they good enough. They good enough.
They beat Baltimore handily, but I think if they run up on Buffalo or Kansas City again, I'm taking them two teams over Philly.
I'll take it too because of the mental toughness of the two teams, especially Kansas City.
Yeah, I think I'll take those two teams over Philly, and don't sleep on.
I wouldn't take Buffalo over Philly. I wouldn't.
I would. I don't sleep on somebody out the NFC like this team we finna play because they beat them last year. Now they ain't have Saquon, but Tampa ain't gonna be scared of Philly. You know what I'm saying? If they run up on Philly some kind of way, Tampa wouldn't be scared. Baker wouldn't be afraid of Jalen them. Real talk.
I can't wait till we talk about Tampa.
Baker is actually a real life competitor. Like that dude gonna battle you.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we getting off of Rico, man. Let's get back on Rico. We'll get to the Bucs.
But when I was about to say, I like Rico. I like what Rico's doing. But let him be a complimentary back. Yeah. Let him be. I don't want him to be just the guy. Yeah. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I think he's doing great. But just imagine if we said, okay, we had our sights set on a guy who we like, man, that'll be a almost dream scenario if we can get him behind this line.
Yeah.
We should have, that's one of my problems with the Dallas Cowboys. I need this to change right now, y'all. Listen, boss, all these players that we evaluate, man, how does the Cowboys not have that dream guy for these positions? Never, ever? Like, they don't have nobody who they like, man, listen, we finna go get this dude. Bruh, that is a flaw in your scouting. It gotta be. Because to me, it sounds like you equating everybody on the same playing field. These players are not equal, bro. And we've seen it over and over in the draft. You treat all running backs as they the same. You treating all these wide receivers as they the same. And it's not like that. It's a big talent gap. And the Dallas Cowboys just overlooking these players trying to say, hey, we need a wide receiver. No, go get the wide receiver. Go get the running back. It should be somebody who y'all willing to give up some resources for. And if it's not, I question your whole scouting department. Like, how y'all ain't got nobody y'all done fell in love with and ready to go relinquish some resources to go get them? I don't understand that.
Well,
year in and year out.
I'll tell you this.
Gave it up?
When it comes to running back, because I just did a show on this yesterday, I got evidence that what you said is true. Steven said himself, oh, we all know you can go get one of these old running backs in like the third, So
that's crazy.
What you feared is what he exactly said. You know what I'm saying? It's basically, this is what happened. And I'm going to just be honest. The league for the last 5 years or 10 years been a passing league, right? So it started to transition to a running league, but we ain't see it. That's what happened. As it was starting to transition, we ain't see it. We was still falling for you can get a running back, you can go get any running back in the third round. You don't need to get them guys in the first. So they started to minimize the position, just like period. You know what I mean?
The next year, everybody went all in on running back.
That's right. Yep.
Next year.
Because the playoffs, in the playoffs, out of those 14 teams, only 3 was passing. And even Tampa, who was a passing team, is now a running team. You know what I'm saying? So all these teams are starting to convert because most of these defenses are smaller.
I really think running is almost a luxury. If you can run, bro, that's winning football all day long.
Yeah.
But, it still seems like, most people will say you need that quarterback too. See, I think you need that quarterback to be able to make the play when you need to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what Baker Mayfield is right now.
Yeah.
See,
Like,
if you look at his
play,
stats,
you need him to make it.
if you look at Baker's stats, you'll think he just the man. But nah. See, and let me show you something real quick. Looking at Baker, since we talking about that. And then I'm gonna give you my thoughts on Rico. Notice how they treating Baker totally different than they did Dak. See, everybody talking about the 3,617 yards and 32 touchdowns, his best year. They leaving off them 14 interceptions. They leave it. So you remember Dak had 17 and they was acting like the sky was falling. You notice they ain't saying nothing about the decision making of Baker Mayfield. See, ain't no
That's
way.
only a Dallas stat.
Right. It is
That's
no
a
way to
Dallas
turn on the film and not see that Baker Mayfield is also still careless. He's still careless with the football. He still take too many risks. He still take too many. He could be the reason we win this game. Because everybody focused on his production. You better look at his decision making. For real. It's bad.
His defense looked pretty good. Yeah.
His defense do look good.
Yeah.
So this is my thoughts on Rico. So you was, you know. The last thing I say about Rico is I agree with you. I would want a compliment to Rico. But this time, Landlord, I don't want us to fight about the compliment.
Yeah.
Cowboy Nation, can we stop that? Can we stop fighting? And really look at the real things that's going on. I'm going to just say this. If your offensive coordinator is not giving the room enough attempts, we can't blame the backfield. You just can't. So every year, Landlord, we fight about RB1 and RB2, and we the only team that do that. Literally every team that uses two backs, first of all, they share it, right? They not trying to say this one is the one. No, they share it. Montgomery and Gibbs share. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
White with Tampa, he shares the ball with Irvin. You know what I'm saying? Period. They share it. And I'm sick of that because we can't take advantage of both because we always fighting trying to make one of them the one. So.
True. We don't know how to share in Dallas.
We don't.
That's why everybody just wants CeeDee Lamb and no
Right.
other receiver.
Right. We don't know how to share. For real. It got, and see, the OC said it. Because I said, why do we do that? And you know what he said? He said it comes from the top. And I thought about it. I said, he right. It was Jerry that started that Zeke who bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It was Jerry who started this guy versus this guy. It was with Zeke who. He could have easily said it and said, when they started that, well, Pollard just had a good game. What about Zeke holding out? Zeke who? If he would have said, nah, we got two good ones. If he would have said that, everybody would have rolled with that. But when he said Zeke who, he started the war.
Yeah, so. He did. He I believe Jerry, of course he knew what he was doing, but it was a slow news cycle. He wanted to get all the attention off of Zeke and Cabo. So he needed to reel that attention back into Dallas.
Right.
So that's when he did that. You know, they printed out shirts and all kind of stuff. So Jerry is a master salesman, man. That's just who he is. Even to the detriment of his team, he don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's just what he do.
That boy got people talking about squirrel brains right now.
I asked you a question in the chat the other day, and then, you know, we can do our thing after that. But I asked you a question in the chat the other day. I said, when it came to Mike McCarthy, I said, do you think it's a coach who is, I think you need two attributes. He got to be better than Mike McCarthy, and he gotta be able to tolerate the Joneses. And it's one more. He got to be cheap. So that's the coach that gonna have to follow up Mike.
Yeah.
That's him. That's him, Jones, right there. Find that coach, and then I think we'll be good. He got to be better than Mike McCarthy, which a lot of people probably say that's easy work.
Right.
He got to be able to tolerate the Joneses and they shenanigans, and he got to be a cheat coach. So name that coach, and then I think we in the business.
He don't exist.
Because I'm telling you, most coaches that of that caliber, of that ilk, they're not finna deal with the Joneses, bro.
Right.
They're not finna deal with all these shenanigans that they do.
Right.
Why would they? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's gonna consistently P. Diddy dance in your videos, consistently undermine almost everything you say, consistently give away too much information, consistently not go after people in free agency.
Right.
How is somebody with self-respect gonna deal with that or tolerate that and be successful? You gotta throw that in there. You might be able to tolerate it and be terrible.
And to your point, bro, I kind of started going with Ben Johnson. I'm not even going with that no more.
He too expensive. That man said he want $20 million.
And you're right. That's one reason he definitely ain't coming. But I would also say this. People that like Ben Johnson like him play calling. Nobody knows him as head coach.
Never been successful as a head coach in the league. Never. So that's another thing. He could be a great, just like Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett was a great OC.
Head coach.
How was he as a head coach?
That's a different skill.
That's two different things.
That's a totally different skill.
Not to say he won't be a great one, because we can't say that either.
Can't
but
say
we
it.
Just saying it's unknown.
It's definitely unknown, and it's definitely different jobs.
Facts.
You know, like I'm gonna give you an example. Like one of those things that's a head coaching thing that Mike McCarthy does when he have those cross the hall meetings. See, that's team building, head coach. I'm gonna have y'all learn from each other. I'm gonna have y'all talk about what y'all looking at with each other, right? So that you can see how the defense is looking at you and what the offense. See, that's when you've been a head coach. You have these different methods of having your teaching things lock in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You and especially when you've been doing it for years, you develop these quality methods, right? So, like even Coach Marv, you could tell Coach Marv was a former head coach from experience because certain things that he does as head coaches, he come up with these acronyms to motivate, STAR method. He come up with an acronym every week.
He dope with it
because it's in his heart, it's in his soul, it's the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, when I start really thinking about Ben Johnson from like a practical standpoint, I was like, not in Dallas.
Now think about this. When you think about Ben Johnson, you got to ask yourself this. How much time are you willing to dedicate to Mr. Ben Johnson and being successful on this football team? Because guess what? If you sign him, you got to sign him to like a 10-year deal. Because it's going to take him time. Like we said, experienced head coach, he pretty much got a system he already going to implement. He know what he's doing. It's going to take him, it might take him 2 weeks to get right in the office, know where everything is, and know what he want to do, delegate everything to other people, and organize his system into your organization.
Right.
It probably take them 2 weeks, a month at the most. Ben Johnson, he gonna have, of course he been studying because he's preparing for this. He probably got some
ideas
and
but
stuff that
he ain't did it.
Like the presidential debate, like they got some policies, but they ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't fought Congress.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he might have some ideas, but it's just like, you know, how like they say reading a book about swimming. You gotta swim, bro.
You gotta swim.
Like, so he might come out here with all these glorious ideas, but you don't know if they gonna work until you actually do it.
Yeah.
So,
and that's just real.
You gotta bring that to Dallas, bro.
To Dallas.
This ain't Cleveland.
Right.
this ain't Cincinnati.
We ain't finna be patient. No,
we don't do that. So you're gonna have to be if that first year is bad, you better watch out.
Yeah.
You better watch
After
out.
thinking about it, I don't want no first time head coaches. Just me. I don't care what you did as D coordinator.
They don't want no old men either.
Huh?
The consensus what I get from Cowboy Nation, it seems like they said no old men out. They done with it.
But going out there, that's popular. But I'll say this: I think you made the heaviest point last week that a lot of people didn't catch 2 weeks ago when we did the show. Yeah. Is when you look at these people like Harbaugh, you're right. They come in with an identity. They have a vision. You just need to show them where the office is, and then once they figure that out, you right. They go come out and implement their shit for real. Yeah. And I'm talking about the people
it's almost turnkey. You
it's
know how
turnkey.
they invest in houses?
Yeah.
We need a turnkey coach. We don't need
we need somebody who been doing it.
We don't need the reconstruct the coach.
Right.
We don't need them.
We don't need you figuring it out.
Nope. Jerry gonna have to sit there and build with them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's gonna be hell, bro.
Build with them, bro. And do y'all trust them to build anything? Come on now, let's be real. I want a turnkey coach. That's what we made a new turn on Boss Land. Turnkey coach. We need a coach that can come right in. Boom, he ready.
He been coaching. He been head coaching somewhere. We're able to judge your head coaching skills. Not your OC skills, not your DC skills. No, your head coaching skills. That's different.
And you got to think about it. This is a microwave organization.
Yeah.
You think we got time to let some slow roast?
No.
Man, you crazy. This is Dallas.
Yeah,
they
you
ready to
turnkey.
Look at what they doing to Mike.
Yeah, they on his ass.
I have Mike, bro. Get rid of him if you want to. I'm just saying this. In 4 years, you ready to throw Mike out of here. After his resume in Dallas, you ready to kill him? Just get him out of here, bro. How much patience are you gonna have with a coach to come in that's not as successful as Mike? His first years might be 8 and 9. You see what I'm saying? 10 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
He might not be as successful. Like how tolerant are you gonna be to that coach? Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
So like if like I said, far as Mike go, bro, like I swear I came to peace with it. Most people want him gone. If he gone, he gone. But I look at it like this: if you ever gonna have a long tenure coach, what would that tenure coach have to do to be awarded the time to build that identity? What would he have to do? Because if you look at his resume, it sounds like Mike should be at least a candidate to do the shit.
Easily.
I'm just being real.
Yeah, easily.
He at least should be a candidate to be like, okay, maybe we can give him a couple more years. Because I'm telling y'all right now, if you want the Cowboys to change, you want this culture to change, you want this to be a winning organization, an organization with an identity, it takes at least 10 years look like. Because every team that got it, they got them long tenure coaches. Look at Kansas City. Look at Baltimore. Look at the Steelers. All these teams with identity, it takes time.
Hold on, keep going. Denver turned around with the 10-year coach.
San Francisco.
Yep. Harbaugh to the Chargers, turn that around.
Yeah. It take time to be able to do that. And especially it take a coach with a resume.
With a resume.
It take a coach with some cachet step in and say, my last name Harbaugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I don't know if y'all knew that. Y'all check my work.
I remember it was a time, what was that linebacker coach that we had here that's just got fired out? Nah. He was in Chicago. Defense.
Linebacker coach? I don't know. I'm missing.
He greatly failed.
He greatly failed.
So but he was loved. He was loved. He was the Ben Johnson. He got his first time chance at Chicago.
Hit the want.
We say. Here we
flat
go.
On his face.
So I want to tackle this next one with you too, bro. See, because Landlord sent me this. So you want to talk about Micah says he don't need $40 million.
Yeah, Micah made a big statement today. I think it was the day I seen the headline today. I was shocked. Like Micah sound like he already said the other day he a Cowboy for life. You know what I'm saying? Micah is so vocal. We all know that. Like it's Eberflus. That's who it is.
Yeah, it was Eberflus. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Eberflus. Yeah.
Okay.
But that boy, hold on.
Fell flat on his face.
He was hot though. He was hot.
Over here.
But go ahead.
I think it's real admirable. Like y'all know, Micah, me and Micah be low key beefing sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just gotta keep it real. Like I can't be nobody but me. Like Micah be pissing me off sometimes. Like, some of the stuff he say, I be like, God damn, Mike. Like then like some of the stuff he do, like the jersey swapping and all that stuff, man. Like I just gotta be honest with y'all, man. I can't make content no other way. He be pissing me off, bro. He do. But this one of the best things I ever heard him say. Like, but it could be bad for some people. I tell you that. It can make some people bad, make some people look bad. Especially some people like Dak. Whoo. Micah saying he ready to take some bullets for the Cowboys right now. Micah said he ready to take some bullets. But I just don't think I think Mike is a young pup. He ain't dealt with the Cowboys long enough. And he don't understand once he take that cut, we ain't gonna get no players. Like, so they gonna trick the hell out of Micah. They gonna be like, oh, you gonna take the little, okay, all right, boom. Micah gonna be sitting there waiting on his free agents, and you know he gonna be left at the altar. So I don't know if he understand that yet, but I think this is real admirable by Micah Parsons to say something like this. Let's see if he's standing on it though. Like this is just talk right now. But if he's standing on it, and he say he wants some better, because I think Micah want to win. I really do. Like, I question a lot about Micah. I really do believe he want to win, though. Like, I feel like he's one of them people that'll sacrifice everything to try to win. So, he might be for real about this. What you think about it? Cap, we will.
Oh, hell no.
Micah messing up.
I knew you were gonna feel that way.
Because first of all, no millionaire should give billionaires discounts.
Yeah.
Second of all, when you put that in the public, the people that's really go crazy when you really want your bread and you start fighting for it is the fans that make thousands. They go give Jerry a pass for his billions, but they go fight you. Because I thought you said you would do for 30. See, he greedy motherfucker. That greedy see Micah ain't shit. It's finna be that, bro. It's like, just let your agents work. Let your agents work. Stay out of it. Cause see, right now, your play speaking, your value speaking. They don't need your input.
See, one thing I think people fail to realize about Micah, he want to be loved, though. Micah want to be loved.
I think so, too.
He really do. He want to be loved, bro.
I think so, too.
Micah want to be loved. Like, if you see how he handle the crowd and the people and the fans, he say everything the fans feel like that he
I think he gangster, too, though, bro.
He is. I ain't saying that he's not, but
and I don't mean, I mean it from a... Micah ain't no fool. Micah know what money is.
Yeah.
10 million? That's 10 million.
Yeah.
You don't give nobody $10 million discount.
He wanna be liked, because guess what? That's gonna win him over with the fans.
It's not gonna even win him over. Ungrateful ass fans. Hold on, bro.
The fans.
Fuck that. Like, no, hold on, bro. Diggs gave a extremely team-friendly discount. You know what fans saying now? Cut him.
Hang Diggs, yeah. They want to hang.
They already looking at his dead. Oh, he don't really have a lot of dead cap hit, so we can get rid of him. People saying that with pride. Now, if anybody had the full right to hold the Dallas Cowboys' feet to the fire, it was Diggs. Diggs was coming off 11 interceptions.
You right.
And he signed a team-friendly deal early. And Cowboy Nation don't give a damn about Diggs.
You killing him, boss. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I know he a young pup. He don't know no better. But what if the team actually did do right this time?
Wait, bro. Wait, are you wait? Ain't say. Wait. Hold up. Wait. What? Who? What? Who? Wait. Who gonna do right, bro? Who gonna do right?
Man,
Shit.
We can't be hopeless, boss.
Man, wait.
We look. we
Oh, hell no.
We gotta have.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy?
Of hope
Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo.
Boss said it ain't no chance.
Who? Wait. Who, dog? Our team gonna do right.
Hold on, wait a minute. You that was so crazy.
Where you at? Oh, fuck.
The Cowboys will never do right.
No, with money, bro. With money, no.
But look, okay. So they will never ever realize that it's a brick wall in front of them.
Oh, hell no.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we have no hope then. Like,
we don't.
Man,
What you talking about?
Tell me that. I already been gone for a month. Don't tell me that. Like,
it's no hope, landlord. What you mean?
Oh, hell no.
Man, don't tell me it ain't no hope.
None.
I need a little bit.
None. Dude, we drag Dak to the very day he played. CD Lamb broke Micah Irvin's all-time record, broke all our franchise records. We took his ass to the brink.
He had to sit out.
Boy, our front office ain't shit.
No boy cut though like the mouth.
Boy, they cut through. Dak, all of a sudden, when it was time to negotiate with Dak, all of a sudden, some icky and some ooey show up from a strip club, just out the blue, just out, and it goes on the flagship. It's like, wow, your timing is impeccable. Man, nah, bro, these dudes is not finna play nice. That's why I was like, cause see, the fans is going to use it against him, bro. That's what I hated about him putting that out there. Cause
I think it's still good news though, boss. Cause the only reason I feel like it's good news is cause we already predicted this monumental clash that could happen. Micah versus the front office. Do we want that? I don't think we ready for that. Cause you already know we been spotted Mike and said that dude right there.
It's hard, bro. This is a very hard.
Down quietly. See, it's gonna be like a nuke.
This will make this hard. This is the team that we put first, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is when we put these boys first, sometimes we putting them first when they playing dirty with the best guys. Just being honest. We start going for them when really we should be going for them doing better by their best. You shouldn't be tagging Dak. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. You shouldn't be taking Diggs all the way to August. You shouldn't be taking CeeDee Lamb through training camp. You shouldn't be having like Zeke Who shirts You shouldn't be saying stuff like Tank ain't no Khalil Mack. He's no Von Miller. But
they gonna drag you in the mud now.
And see, it's fair for Micah to be the highest paid defensive player all time. It's right. It's right. A lot of people gonna make the mistake and start trying to compare him to other defensive ends. That's where you go make your mistake. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I studied this in detail. That's where most people go make their mistake. They go think it's about Bosa or Garrett. And they go start comparing stats. What you really need to compare, when the agents are doing this work, they go look at what Dallas is making off Mike. That's what they do. And then they go compare what the Browns is making off Garrett. And then they go look at what Bosa is making San Fran. And they'll say, you getting $400 million off of Micah. They getting $200 million off of Bosa. That's why he need to be highest paid. That's what the agents are talking about. And his market value and his franchise value and his branding value to Dallas is so high that he should never take a $10 million discount nor ever say it. That's just me.
I believe that's interesting. Like we talked about that before, but yeah. We gotta say play is involved. In it's involved, right?
It's involved.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to, that's gonna be.
But that don't lead to conversation, and I know that for a fact because I studied what the agents go in there to negotiate. You know what I mean? They don't go in there and say Justin Jefferson, he had 3 All-Pros. CeeDee Lamb only had 2. So no, they go look at. How many times do you bring up Mike on the radio? How many jerseys is he selling? Right? See, because if it was just about stats, right, and who had the most stats, me and you could be agents.
Yeah.
Right.
And then think about this. That boy from Cincinnati will be making more than everybody.
Right.
He'll be up there.
Bang.
Now, nobody even know his real name.
Boom.
What's his government name? Real quick. Everybody in the chat. You got 5 seconds. What's his name?
Bang.
What's his whole name? What's his first name? You might know his last name. What's his first name?
Exactly.
I don't think nobody know. Because I damn sure know. I just know his last name starts with an H and it's long. Like Henderson or something like that. I don't know. I for $1 million, I couldn't tell you his first name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So that just lets you know, like, that it makes sense because, like how you said, how much money are you bringing in for the team should determine at least a portion or a large portion of how much you deserve to get back.
Yeah. And I think Dre, right? I think Mike has positioned himself to come under some of these other guys. And then it's going to make the fans think, oh, Micah, he gave a discount. He really want to be a Cowboy.
He want to win.
He want to win.
I'm telling you, he going to win. He going to win them over.
Yeah.
Until he have a slump.
I wouldn't be mad. Exactly.
If he have a slump, they going to turn on him.
But I would not be mad, bruh, if he fought them tooth and nail. I would be cool with it because you deserve it, Mike. And he talking about Trey Henderson. That's who you talking about. West Coast in the building, bro.
Shout out to West Coast. Who said that name? Who said the name? And it took you well longer than 5 seconds, though. I'm saying that, man. Somebody hit the whatchamacallit. They hit the Google search.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, bro. Sometimes you gotta play the game. We got a couple of super chats, man. Let's hit it. Then we gonna get to
Boss Land.
Super chats.
So I felt like slamming at that time. West Coast say. He said 11 will make 1 million over what 88 is getting. So he gonna be the highest paid.
But you remember, see, Micah do like I think I side with you on this. I feel like it's good because we don't need that cosmic beef between him and the Joneses. But I just remember the quote he said too. Wes made me think of it. You remember he was trying to make an argument that defensive players deserve more money than the quarterbacks. This the same dude who said that? I don't know.
It's going to come with a fight, bro. And see, this is what a lot of people got to realize. One of the main reasons, it's two reasons I believe that the Joneses like to push their contracts to August. For one, if you sign out your players early, it releases all this cap, and then you can't pretend to be broke. That's one. Number two, and this is what a lot of people, in my opinion, don't account for. It's the massive publicity money that they get from stringing it out. It's the actual business benefit of controversy. So if you just think in football, you're going to say, oh, they're so stupid. You should sign their best players early, right? But if you measure all the Kool-Aid and you say, but how much publicity money? What was all the networks talking about this whole offseason? CeeDee Lamb, Dak, and Mike. So why would you pay him early and kill all them storylines?
Well, you should do it if you want to be in a winning organization, because I think that directly affects your ability to win football games, and it disrupts a lot of stuff in the process of trying to win football games. So, I mean, you notice I said football a lot of times because I'm concentrated on football. They obviously not.
Nope.
So that's the problem.
They running the business. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mike McCarthy cried out to y'all. But y'all
he did.
Because y'all don't like Mike.
He did.
They don't like Mike. Mike cried out to y'all. He said, maybe if we don't sign players, you know.
He said, if it was me, he pulled that.
Listen, when somebody you don't like need help, man, you ain't trying to help him. You know, listen to their cries. Whatever, Mike. What about Ben Johnson? That's what everybody said. They said, yeah, whatever, Mike. Somebody call Ben Johnson. Like, they don't care about your cries. They don't care about your help.
And he was telling the truth, landlord. He was telling the truth. Because Philly signed all their players before their rookie camp. Detroit did the same thing. Yeah.
And guess what? Shortly after that, CD got right back into shape, which we all knew he would, but it was unfortunate that he was pretty much a little lackluster in the beginning of the year from missing time and camp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had to roll with them lumps.
Yeah.
Them lumps turned into L's.
Yeah.
Them lumps turned into incompletions. Them lumps they came into fruition out here. Like, we had to deal with that. But guess who didn't have to deal with it? Jerry.
Right.
You remember? He said somebody got to be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
that dude said, bro.
Somebody else got it, not me. One of you, mother. Hey,
man said somebody got to be held responsible.
Somebody.
He was looking serious too, like somebody got to be held responsible.
He ain't never looked at it. He doing this, landlord.
Dude, it's crazy.
Oh, you think I'm gonna look at me? You think I'm gonna look at me?
I think sometimes, man, we gotta take away the fandom and just look at this like from a rational standpoint, like logical standpoint. Just look at the way this business is being ran and the way he's running it.
Yeah.
And I think if you take your fandom away for just 1 second and just watch what he's doing, it becomes obvious after that. Like, what is this dude doing, man?
Right. My boy said last time we paid someone no fight was Romo. I would say this. The only people that get paid early is the people that come in team friendly. That's the only time you get paid early. But if you fight for your money, you getting paid in late August.
Probably last.
Last. Yep.
You going last.
That's the only people that get paid early. Is people. But if you fight for and it's nothing wrong with these players fighting for every dollar. See, that's the thing about them billionaires that kill me. They get to fight for every cent, but then players don't. You know?
But the thing about it, I said, like, boss, I understand. When it comes to players, they deserve it. When it comes to owners, they should pay. But we up here just like, bro, what about football? That's what I'm like. What about where does football come into this?
Screw football.
Man? See though? That's why I draw the line there.
No, I know. I'm saying if I'm them.
See, if I'm me though, we talking about us.
So,
we talking about the fan
so
base.
what I would do is I would muff that fan by the head and say, "Get the fuck out the way." Grown folks talking. We talking millions. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get y'all football fanatic stuff. We over here trying to talk some business real quick. You know what I'm saying? These dudes try to screw me for some millions. So get out the way. I know you care about football, but grown folks got to talk about this million. You know what I'm saying? And see, because we never go win.
That's why we
got pure motives
when it comes to the actual game of football.
That's true, because fans we got pure motives. You feel me? We got pure motives.
We just want to win football.
That's
games.
all we want.
That's all. See what I'm saying? We just want to win football games.
And it's not fair to us. We lose.
Know it's not that simple.
Yeah, we lose. We
get the short end of the stick every
time. We get the short end of the stick.
Everybody else laughing with their millions.
Yep.
And
both sides
going through it.
Yeah. we over here like, you know who we are, landlord. You know who we are? We are the kids watching parents fight. We don't care who started it. We love both parents. We just want y'all to hug and kiss and
stop fighting.
Yeah. But we the kids. We sit back. We ain't got no power. Just like kids. We don't pay no bills. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? We ain't dealing with the stress of bills. Daddy and mama doing that. That's Micah versus and his agency versus Jerry. Now we can try to speak to him. We say, Micah, hey, you slipping, bro. Don't ever tell them you giving them a $10 million discount, even if you mean to. You dealing with killers, Micah. They killers. See, and see, let me tell you the ugly side of this that I hate. All this good love that Micah is showing, if there's any dirt, if there's any ugliness, watch it come out when it's time for him to get paid. If he had a bung, you know what I'm saying? If it was a alleged event between him and some girl at
high school.
Yeah. Watch when it's time for him to get paid. Watch how it's gonna be so many questions about stuff that's frivolous. Like, Micah's a leader. He need to be a better leader if I'm gonna pay him all that money. Man, if you don't get your I don't care nothing about no what? Hey, I care about his leadership just as much as I care about Haley. For real. For real. I don't care. I just want him to play good, and I want the defense to play good with the other field. If that's happening, you can podcast, you could be a horrible leader, you could be the most selfish. I don't care. I really don't. And hell yeah, it's gonna be a smear campaign. What my boy Paul said this. He said, watch this gonna be a smear. Watch all this trash that's gonna start coming out on Micah, bro. Watch how all the media gonna start questioning him and what type of person he is. It's gonna be stuff that make no difference to the field.
That's coming already. They already got that in motion.
We got one more topic, bro.
All right.
This is an easy one.
I do need to get up out of here, though.
It's quick.
All right.
Tampa.
Yeah. That's my guy right there, too.
Yeah.
You know, I like Bucky coming out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Bucky Irvin was one of my favorite backs coming out.
This game finna be tough as hell, boy.
Super twitchy. That dude, stop on a dime.
I smell a real dog fight.
Yeah, I'm real high on the way our defense been looking lately too. So, yeah, I think we can stick in this game, man. Especially running the football. You know, you got to run past that guy, Peter Bayer. So I don't know how that's gonna work out, but how our center doing? Is he still in concussion protocol? Or?
I don't know. I ain't checked the injury report.
We gotta see what's going on with him in the interior of that O line before we start seeing, Because if we can't run, that's why I feel like they're a tough team for Philly too. Because I feel like they could probably stop the run. If anybody stop the run against Philly, it's gonna be because everybody think they just invincible. That run game is hard to stop, but if somebody can stop the run, it's gonna be trouble. But I think Tampa can, bother that run game, and then now it's all on Hurts and all on your quarterback. So in our case, it'll be all on Cooper Rush, which is not the best thing. So we'll have to see how it work out from the their defense against our offense type standpoint. And on the reverse, I say, their offense versus our defense. I feel good about that. I feel good about us being competitive, except for I'm worried about Mike Evans. He's on a mission to get 1,000 yards. He always try to do that, and he's not that far off. So he gonna try to get off on us, and they gonna have him in the game plan. They reward players like him of his ilk. Like they gonna make sure he get his numbers because he a legend over there. He deserves it. He's one of the best players that is suited up for that organization. So they gonna make sure they take care of him. We kind of short on DBs these days. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We got Deron Bland. I mean, I don't really like that matchup going against him. So, that's going to be an uphill battle right there, trying to deal with Mike Evans on a mission. You know what I'm saying? With a crazy Baker Mayfield. That's somebody who, that we need to keep an eye on because he's a gunslinger. Sometimes good way, sometimes bad way, and he gonna fight you to the end too. He's never gonna stop. Like that's one thing I like about him. Like he's a high character guy. So we'll see how this game turn out, man. I think it should be a close one. You know what I'm saying? I think we should be able to keep it close. I'll just say that. I think we should be able to.
When I checked out Tampa, this is one of those styles make fights. And the Tampa style of football is the style that blew us out early in the season. For real. They're a very physical team. And early, Zimmer's defense, and especially his one techs are struggling on teams like this. So Zimmer couldn't stop the run versus the Saints. Zimmer couldn't stop the run versus Detroit. His defense, but he made some changes. He talked about them changes. He said that I got my defensive tackles attacking more. They not thinking as much. They playing better. They've been playing way better for the last 5 weeks. Some people might say they've been all weak teams. I don't think Washington was weak.
They stopped Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Saquon had never like 60 yards on him.
You feel me? So this is to me, and I'm being all the way honest. The first thing I said, and that's why I put it on the thumbnail. This is Zimmer's final exam. This is his final exam. Are we to the point to where we can fight the Foremans, the Mike Tysons, right?
Heavyweights.
The Joe Frazier's, the body punchers. This is a body punching team.
Facts.
So when go watch them games. Them boys is go run the ball. Yeah. They going right at your gut and they not stopping. So
and Bucky can take it to the house too.
Yeah.
He like that.
So this is go test our run defense big time. Now, if Zimmer defense show up, especially with the lack of Overshawn, y'all not gonna shut me up. I'm gonna go ahead and start saying, bringing back Mike bringing back Zimmer mean you gotta bring back Mike, do it. That's what I'm gonna start saying. If you really hold this team, and this team finna come in here because they hunting for the playoffs, bro. You feel me? They have playoff implications, bro. This is gonna be like a playoff game.
Ain't they running their division? They winning their division, so they almost booked.
But they're in a battle.
With who?
No, I heard they trying to make the wild card. That's not true.
In the South? No, they running the South.
They run the
They
South.
got like 8 wins. The Falcons ain't got no 8 wins.
What's the Falcons sitting on?
The Saints ain't got no 8 wins. Who else?
And then that's the Panthers.
Yeah, the Panthers. They running the South.
Hold on real quick. Let me look at Atlanta real quick. Cause I could have
They
swore
right-
I
they
heard
are
that
in
they
the
was
South,
fighting
right?
to get in. Hold on real quick.
Make sure they in the right division. I could be slipping.
No, they in the Falcons.
They in the South, right? I ain't got no comp over there right now. The Falcons might be closest. Well, they got about 6 wins.
Yeah, they fighting, bro. Cause the Falcons is 7-7 and the Buccaneers are 8-6. So they won
right
away.
though. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right though.
So
But
they
the Falcons
they
just went
they
through a
still fighting to
quarterback
get in. Yeah.
They just went through a quarterback change. They finna
Yeah.
start Micah Penix now. So that we never know how that's finna work out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just sacked Kirk Cousins. That's
Right.
crazy.
Right.
Atlanta is crazy over there.
So it's not gonna be as playoff-y as I thought.
yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So they not as dangerous, like backs against the wall as I thought. You know what I'm saying? I thought they backwards against the wall a little bit more than that. But you having a 1-game lead, it's not a secure lead, but it's not back against the wall. I thought we was finna play a team that they backs against the wall. They still fighting, but they not fighting like we gotta win or die type.
You know
That's
they
when they
feel
scared.
good about playing anybody in their division.
Yeah.
They feel good about. They feel like they can beat the Falcons. They feel like they can beat all the rest of them teams too. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they
not. Yeah. So let me correct what I was saying though. My analysis was wrong on that. Let me take some of that back. All right. So they not in terms of danger in terms of trying to make it, but they dangerous in terms of fit and style.
They still trying to keep it now. So,
yeah, they still trying to keep it. They dangerous, but I thought they was fighting to get in. You know what I'm saying? They more so trying to fight to continue to lead. I think teams are the most dangerous when they fighting to get in. To me, that's when you're scared. You know what I mean? Because you
Back
finna
against
really
the
fight
wall.
for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we have a lower chance, so we could fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good test for us, though. You know what I'm saying? So
Of course. Yeah.
this is a very good test for us now. A couple of opportunities that I saw. I saw some opportunities. I want to see if Zimmer's going to blitz Baker, because when I was watching a few games, it looked like they was struggling greatly when they was blitzing Baker. And then I was seeing that Zimmer was starting to have more success dialing up his run blitzes. So I want to see if I'm going to see that. I also, just as an observation, my mom was telling me that that they stopped the run very well, but when I was watching them, they actually look very vulnerable at stopping the run. So I think we're getting ready to see Dallas. If you committed to the run, this is the game I would want to see you do it, because I think this is a good test. I also think it's gonna be a good test for Rico.
I was just about to ask, do you think this Rico ultimate test?
Not ultimate test, but a good test.
Well, that'll
This
be
is-
Philly.
I think
His
Philly gonna be the
test will
ultimate
Philly,
test.
Because they
Yep.
D-line is
Yes.
they look
Yeah.
pretty damn good. I
Yeah.
can't lie.
I think this is a good test. I think Philly gonna be his ultimate test. I think this is Zimmer's final exam. You know what I'm saying? But I think Rico's final exam gonna be Philly. So yeah, man, that's my analysis on the Bucs, man. Do you want us to win a tank?
I mean, I think we pretty much screwed right now. So the fan in me, I say these things and say because I think with my head, my brain says lose, but my heart says we gotta win. Like, I promise you, I come up here with a whole tank speech, and then when I watch the game, I'm like, dang, we should have got that.
Absolutely.
Like, I can't help it.
Absolutely.
So it's a battle between my brain and my heart. So it really don't even matter what I say, because I'm gonna still be trying to root for us to win.
I'm off a tank.
It's too late now.
I'm off of that.
Yeah.
I want us to win. But I want us to run the ball and win. So, yeah. So what's your final words, Big Dog?
Yeah, I think, just like you said, tanking really don't make no sense no more. I think we need some morale wins. You know what I'm saying? I think we need some culture building wins. And it's still up in the air because we don't know if this gonna be the culture we have moving forward. That's why we need some direction from our front office. But at the same time, I do think we need some real, some decisiveness into our game plan going forward. You know what I'm saying? And I think the best way for us to do that is to pick a side and say, hey, screw the soft tank and just go ahead and try to win out, try our best and see what happens. That's the most honorable thing to do after you won so many games. You won 2 games in a row and then you lost the last one. So, I think that's the way you have to do it, man. At this point, you gotta decide and go ahead and handle your business. Because like I said, it's kind of hard to say the culture could change or it can help without me being sure about the head coach. So that's the only thing that got me, unsettled. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'll still be good for camaraderie with the players. So, a win satisfies everybody, man. So that'll be my final word.
Right on. I would say, man, since we started the show with Tank, it looks weird, this whole thing telling us that we trying to win every game, but you putting Tank on the shelf. That makes me think that y'all either having a soft Tank or the real Tank is already done with Dallas. And if you're done with Dallas, I would say thank you, Tank. I think you had a wonderful career in Dallas. I think you was a stand-up man, and I think your career was excellent. I think it was excellent. I loved your heart. I love your passion. I loved the way that you played through injuries. Greatly appreciate you, Tank. And lastly, Zimmer, if you hold this team under 21, I'm going to be your biggest advocate. I promise. That's my final word.
One thing before you go, boss.
Yeah.
We got some information. They said that the Falcons own the tiebreaker on the Bucs. So that 1-game lead is not as comfortable.
Solid.
As it seems.
So they all fighting for their life.
Yeah, you were still right. So,
okay.
Yeah, appreciate that.
So they finna be dangerous as hell, bro.
Yeah, you was right.
Yeah. I knew I heard something, bro. So, but anyway, I think this is gonna be our toughest game out of the next 3. For real.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a tough game. If we win this game, this is a big win, Cowboy Nation. Don't sleep. Is it
in Tampa or in Dallas?
Dallas.
Oh, okay. That's
nighttime. A nighttime Sunday.
Yeah, that's better. Boss Land. We out.